streaming live on WHITradio.org in High Tech High School in North Bergen, New Jersey. It's Music Matters. I'm your announcer, Crazy Carlos, and now your host, Aisha.
I'm your host, Aisha. I'm here with Mo, Chaz, Camille, Ashley, and on the board we got Caesar. This is my project show. It's for university. As some of you know, I'm going to be majoring in music. So this is more for me, but but I'll be interviewing you guys, because I remember a quote from this rap group called Onyx. The guys, Fred Joe Starr actually said that real music is what the kids want. We're the kids. We determine what music is as of now. So I thought I'd ask you, a couple questions to get to know you guys, your music taste. What is the first artist you remember listening to? Because for me, I remember growing up with my half-brother. He used to play this song by Another Bad Creation. It's like a little boy band. It's called Aicha. And he thought it would be funny to keep playing it in my ear. I'll never forget it because he would always, put his headphone in my ear. I'll never forget it. And it's actually a really good song. I should have, requested it to play. But I would have had it as my song, the song for this show. But I didn't want to seem arrogant. But it's a really good song. So what do you guys remember? I'll start with Mo.
Well, the first people I remember listening to were Billy Joel, Michael Jackson. Those are the people I grew up listening to when I was little, yeah.
Oh. Do you remember the first time you heard these?
Maybe third grade. That's when I remember. Because my dad loved them, and I had teachers that loved them. They always played them in class, so I always enjoyed listening to them.
How about you?
Well, I'm trying to think. The first song I can vividly remember listening to is because I had an aunt who was in high school and I was 4. Mm-hmm. So the first song I can remember vividly remembering is Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne, and I still listen to that to this day. I'm not ashamed. I love Avril Lavigne. I mean now I like stuff like most said, Billy Joel, Michael Jackson, Metallica, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I still listen to all that old stuff that I grew up on, even with this guy Aaron Carter, who I think is just trash. I still listen to for nostalgia's sake.
Uh-huh.
I mean it's absolute garbage now, but I mean just the memories. I'm wow, I was a really weird child as a kid.
Camille?
Memories. No, because I do karaoke in my house, so we usually have the throwback. I used to listen to, my Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. I still remember the times that when we were younger, because my sister was a huge fan of, I forgot what's his name. I think it's Aaron, some of the Carter and
Aaron Carter.
Yeah, him. She was a huge fan, and then every time when their song pops up in the song, we all dancing. We do we on Snapchat. I know you saw everyone who's following me on Snapchat. You know we were dancing how we grew. I miss those because they're love songs. You get me? I love love songs. I still listen to them now. I listen to Michael Jackson, Jackson 5. I'm 80s funk type of girl. I love the 80s. I swear I wish I lived in the 80s, man. I would have fun.
How about you, Ashley?
The first song I remember listening to was a Spanish song. It was my dad likes playing his mariachi. Mm-hmm. I do not know the name of it. He screams a lot. But the English song, it's a musical band, group, and it's called Belle Vivi Devon. Mm-hmm. And it's a song. It goes, "Girl,
oh my God!
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's called Poison. My dad, he's he likes listening to it because it reminds him of the back in the day when he was cool.
A stud.
My dad is a stud to this day.
Well, I have another question for you guys. How did your music taste change as you got older? Did you start off listening to a certain genre, and now you listen to a completely different genre, or maybe different artists? Because for me, I didn't like hip hop growing up. I liked R&B. I'm not even gonna joke. No, because I was growing up, I was around music, but for me, I didn't understand hip hop. I understood R&B. I understood the singing and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, no. But then I really got into hip hop. The more I started listening, I understood. I really started understanding hip hop, and I grew to love it, and I'm a hip hop head. So did your music taste change when you grew over?
I've always been a rap. When I started listening to my own music, 5th grade, growing up in West New York. No, I always liked rap and hip hop always. Especially if the lyrics were fun. Lil Wayne was always my favorite rapper growing up because his lyrics were so funny. He had these little corny jokes in them. That's what I loved listening to. Yeah, they were hilarious. His punchlines give you black eyes. That's one of his lines, literally. Like, I love his lyrics. And sometimes when I'm in the mood for deep lyrics, people like Eminem and World Technique.
Oh, Eminem. Yes.
People like that.
Good job, Mo.
Yeah, but I love listening to funny rap. Like right now, Big Sean has some funny ones.
Yeah,
there's
he's
a
good
lot
punchlines too.
Yeah.
But you.
Around 4th grade was when like I got my first CD player. I don't even make those anymore. But then that's when I started buying like my own CDs. So I kind of went through phases. Like from 4th, I want to say, to maybe 7th grade, it was like all like pop punk, like Fall Out Boy, like Blink 182, Panic. Like that was like my religion. And then like 8th grade, everything goes to that dark phase. I started listening to like Slipknot, which I still love to this day. But
you have no idea when we were like freshman and sophomore. I tried to talk Chaz into listening to rap so much because all he did was rock, and then eventually
I grew up. But so like I went through the whole like I guess somewhat scene kid phase. I started listening to like all this screamo stuff, and then now it came to the point where I'm in high school. I'm like, you know what? If it just sounds nice, I'll listen to it.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm like, all right, I go from like stuff like Eminem, Kanye, back to Fall Out Boy, to my girl Katy Perry, Frank Sinatra, just anything at this point. If you go through my iTunes, it's the weirdest list you're gonna see, and like it shows how much I've grown. Because as a kid, I was like so strict with it. Like I was like, no, I'm gonna listen to this. Everything else is garbage, and I'm like, who cares?
I forgot about Frank Sinatra.
Kamel?
Okay, so when I was growing up, my family is usually like, the Christian family, gospel family. So since I was little, and still to today, I listen to gospel music a lot. But now my genre of music, like if you go through my phone and stuff, it usually rap and it's R&B and pop and heavy metal. Like a lot of people like think I'm like hype and like happy and stuff like that, but sometimes you have your days, especially girls, you have your days. Like I like to listen to songs that have meaning. I don't like listening to garbage. I really don't, because some like a lot of people listen to like shooting and like knocking out girls nowadays. It's like it's pointless stuff, right? You get me? But if you have right, if you listen to like
that's funny music though.
But you love it. You love it.
That's
You
funny
sound
music.
good.
That's my baby.
but
It's funny, but it sends a bad message out.
it does. And like my niece, she's singing these like garbage lyrics. Like she came to my house for Thanksgiving and she was singing like having these like rude lyrics. I'm like, oh my goodness, when you learn this, it's like, oh, Titi, it's on the radio. So it has like our generation now, when I was younger to now, it really changed, and it has a huge impact on me. And I want like, if I could change the way she listens to music, I really would, because I want her to listen to music that has meaning and stuff like that. I don't want to listen to like garbage or something that degrades women or degrades other people. That's I don't know.
The one thing I want to talk about, what you just talked about, is that when we were growing up, when music was like rude, it was clever. It was very sneaky. Like stuff like
we're talking like old Eminem songs.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Like old
yeah.
Eminem stuff, and like even stuff like Fall Boy. They would like be jerks, but it would be so well written. Now it's just so blunt that it's just disgusting.
It would be hilarious. Like,
Exactly, but back then it was funny. Now it's just like, all right, we get your point.
Ashley?
I actually listen to anything everyone else listens to in my house. Like Spanish music was my dad. My mom likes Spanish music too. My sister she likes rap. She loves that music from the streets. I mean, she loves Bobby Shmurda. She would be blasting him every day in the car. But personally, I like bands. I like Nirvana and Led Zeppelin. I love classical music. I enjoy Ludovico. He's a composer and he's amazing. He's gorgeous and he makes me feel happy. I love any music that makes me feel something.
So that brings me to this question, actually. What's the first thing you hear or pay attention to when you listen to like a new song, and what do you look for in the artist? Because for me, I used to be one of those people like, oh, if the beat's not hard, I'm not gonna listen to what the person's saying. But like now I push myself, because I'm trying to educate myself in music as much as I can. Now I push myself to at least like listen to what the person's saying, even if the beat sucks. Like I have to listen to what the person's saying, and if I can't rock with it, then I can't.
Well, I see where you're coming from. So same thing for me. It's got to have not a hard beat, but it's got to have a really nice catchy beat for me to listen to it. And what I look for are funny punchlines, like hilarious lyrics. If it makes me laugh, I like the song. That's the way I do it.
You?
Well, I guess from all my years like listening to music, it depends on like what I'm listening to. Like I'm listening to rap, the beat could be kind of draggy, but as long as like the lyrics are clever, like I'm down for it.
I'm not a big lyric guy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big.
And let's see, like for stuff like let's say like old like 80s metal, like if I don't hear like a great wailing solo in the middle of it, I'm like, all right,
That's
just
not
listen.
song.
Like, there's certain types of music where if you don't hear like the staple of that music, you're just not
You
interested.
look for deep content.
This is the station manager. The station manager wants to say we look forward to this new show Aisha's giving us. It's called what, Aisha?
Music Matters Show.
What?
The
Music by
Matters.
yourself?
No,
Music
Music
Matters.
Show.
Music Matters?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we want to welcome you to the WHITradio.org family. So thank you for developing this show for us. Thank you to Mr. DePiro for setting this mic up.
Thank you, Mr. Piro.
Like, but overall, when it comes to like looking for something in music, it all depends. Like what you have to look for, what will turn you on to. Like you have to look what's gonna bring you in. For each person, that's different. Like let's say like you and I can listen to Eminem for completely different reasons. You can like him because he's funny, and I can like him because he's a serious guy.
His new songs. I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't like his new songs.
Really?
I didn't like it.
I thought lyrically they're some of the best things I've ever written.
I thought it was almost. I don't want to be
This could open a lot of debates, right?
I don't want to be too harsh, but don't get me wrong. It's got a few good songs, but for the most part, it was just garbage.
Really?
Wow.
I really hated this new album. His old ones, the
Old ones
first
are
Marshall
good.
Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP,
Those are great. Those
Encore. Those are some of my favorite albums of all time. Like,
those
I
are
love
probably
those songs.
masterpieces. At least the Slim Shady and Marshall Mathers are masterpieces.
This one is just
Shady.
garbage compared to his old work. I'm sorry.
you.
Like he's
Let's not make this an Eminem show. That's for another day.
Kamel.
If I listen to a new song like Mo, it has to have a good beat. Like that's me. If the beat sucks, I won't listen to it. But now my mind open a lot, and I go on YouTube and I read the lyrics. I have to read the lyrics. It's like the song he was telling me like a couple of weeks ago.
Be more
I have to,
technique, Dancing with the Devil.
I have to read the lyrics because if I don't read the lyrics, I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna just like listen to the beat. But if I read it, but if I read it and understand it, something will catch up. Like something will always stand out to me in a song, one way or the other. Even how bad the song is, one thing will always pop out in front of me.
And Ashley?
It's kind of corny, but any song that can make me cry. Like any song that even if it's a happy memory.
You like look for feeling, like
I love it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Anything that makes me feel either inspired. When I write, actually, I listen to music, and it can be any type of song. If it's supposed to be like a happy story, I'll listen to some really good. I love Frozen.
I was watching Frozen this weekend too.
Oh my god.
I had to.
So guys, like, I'm pretty sure when you look at people, you're like, at some point you think, I wonder what this person listens to, right?
Never.
What's I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like sometimes I'm just like, I can't tell what this person would go home and listen to.
That's true.
So with me, like, I'm pretty sure like you just assume that I listen to like hip hop and R&B, which is right, but I also like songs like by One Direction actually.
No, I'm with you on that. Okay.
I'm gonna bring this.
It's not the best, but it's catchy. It's catchy.
No, I'm gonna bring this question up. What genre or artist do you secretly love that would shock others if you told them?
Boy bands, man.
You have a weakness for boy bands?
110% boy bands.
Me too.
And yeah, boy bands.
Chaz kind of knows this one. We talked about it before. Again, 99.9% of the time it's
Hannah
rap.
Montana. We already know, Mo.
No. I was gonna say Slipknot. Slipknot. Like there's some of their old songs that I love a lot.
They're coming up with a new album, actually.
I don't like their new songs too much.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm like,
What is with
We
you
got a
new music?
caller.
Did I turn it on?
Yeah.
I hope.
so.
You should be. Press it again one more time. Just good measure.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Dynamic duo.
No? No one
Alright.
there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
so
Go on. All right.
So, you would Slipknot?
yeah.
So, you like Slipknot?
Again, like it's some of their
I
old
can't
songs.
picture
Like,
you listen. I
all
don't
right,
know.
like Before I Forget
Before I
was a really
forget,
good song
that's
that I love.
that was a Guitar Hero 3 staple. Oh my god, you're giving me all these good memories. Phone call.
Another phone call.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
This is Jimmy from Weehawken.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Listen, I want to know if One Direction had a fight with the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet would
Boys
wipe the
all
floor with
I
them.
have to be
Backstreet
We all know
Boys.
the way they
British
did.
boys can't fight.
I'm not really looking forward to it.
They lost the revolution.
Yeah.
They'll lose this.
No, they really paved the way. I
No,
think they
Backstreet
really
Boys
paved the way.
all day.
Yeah.
All
Also,
day.
I don't know if you've seen this,
Backstreet
but the
Boys.
Backstreet Boys are actually big, and the One Direction's like the size of my pinky.
No,
Yeah,
don't be so hard on your
They had a whole era. It was ridiculous. It was
One
really-
Direction's just new. Like,
People are still
Okay, love the show. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey! He
come
likes
on.
Howard Stern.
You have a weakness for boy bands.
I
eh?
do. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
You guys,
Come on.
sometimes I worry about you guys.
What?
I got NSYNC on my iPod. I got One Direction. I'm not ashamed.
After Camilla and Ashley are done, I'm gonna point out a group that I'm kind of happy no one said yet, but I don't want to jinx it. So
Is it Jodeci?
no,
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it
See?
yet.
Is it mindless behavior? Because if it is, I'm gonna leave right now.
yeah.
I love mindless.
No, I had an
No,
obsession with them
it's
for
not
a
it,
week.
it's not it. I'll tell you right after, because I don't want
Alright,
people using it to be attack.
I don't know, like I like Disney. I like the Disney, like High School Musical and Ollie and
I know what that's
Austin and Ally. I don't know.
I watched it.
No, sometimes their songs are very catchy. Like
gonna lie,
I can't get them out of my head. I don't know, especially Austin and Ally. I don't know if you guys watch that.
Ew.
I know what it is.
I love
It's
Austin and
like
Ally.
new Disney.
But like I like the classics. I like the old I don't know,
Cinderella.
right? Like Little Romeo.
No
Remember
one said
Little
Oh,
Romeo?
my God.
That's Little
You
Romeo.
really took it back.
Like right,
did.
decades.
Really did.
But I like them. But, I love the songs because I don't know. It's all inspirational. You get into it too. It's not like you can't you have to dance to it. That's me. I have
not
to
gonna
dance to it.
Push It to the Limit by Corbin Blue. Who remembers that one?
Iconic.
Push it to the limit. Oh my God.
That's an old one.
So Ashley,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I don't know.
Don't say it.
like,
Really?
how do you feel like when people look at you and they you start
I
talking about
would think
music?
that people would think I would listen to like hip hop and R&B.
You look like a hip hop person.
But I'm not.
I picture you
I
listening
do
to
not
Spanish.
listen. I do not.
Spanish music.
Bachata.
You don't?
Bachata.
I mean, if I'm in a part, no, Spanish music would get in my
Wait, so
nerves.
what is your type then that you secretly listen to? Because then I'll point out the thing that I'm kind of happy no one said.
But the problem is they say that
Something I
because
secretly
humidity is
listening
not
to.
right. They got it full, so they might
I
have
don't
to
know.
come in.
Okay, okay.
There's
Fine.
something I secretly listen to. I think every music I listen to is secret,
Very,
right?
very,
No one else can
very.
listen to it.
So what's the artist that you've been hiding this whole time?
I'm so
Ooh, I like
happy.
Elvis Presley.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. He's
That's
so
my
good.
baby.
He's okay. I'm so happy no one said Jonas Brothers.
Oh,
Right?
oh.
I really hated them growing up. Like I couldn't stand them growing
Wait,
up.
I actually have a funny story about the Jonas Brothers. So I went to dinner on Saturday, and I went to some Mexican restaurant, and the lady swore I was a Jonas, but like she wanted my autograph. I'm like, I'm not a Jonas. Like I had to convince her for like a good 20 minutes. I'm not a Jonas brother.
You
Really?
look like a Jonas Brother.
Guys, really quick. I really have to ask this last question.
Yes.
How has the music you listen to affected your life?
Anyone that knows me really well knows that I give up a lot of corny jokes. Whenever something goes on, I'll always try to get in the corny joke anytime I can. And that's because of the rap I listen to. Honestly, like with Eminem, he had some funny jokes, Lil Wayne, funny jokes. That's what I do because of my music.
I probably want to say like a few years ago, I kind of like had a tough time, and then I met one of the people I love listening to, Modson. He's a rapper from, that's it, Bloomington, Ohio, something like that. And his whole thing is that he's like a very like open-minded person. His whole like spiel is that he doesn't have fans, just a lot of friends. And I met him at a festival I went to, and I had lunch with him, all that stuff. And it's probably like he helped like change my life. Like I'm positive now. Like I don't think of anything as bad. Everything's just always good.
That's great. Kamel?
I think my feelings to everyone now is very open-minded. Instead of always thinking about myself, being self-centered, I always think about other people's first. That's why I like music.
Ashley?
Music makes me feel good. That's all.
Well, I'm your host, Aisha. I'm here with Mo, the secret Jonas brother, Kamel, and Ashley,
long
and
lost
Caesar on the board.
Bye.